by noon that you have so much to give to other people at that point. And what it also does, it fosters a strong belief in success within the team, because if you're constantly listening to and seeing other people talk about building wealth, and now you're building this wealth, and you have other people on your team that are doing this, like it's like now it's like, hey, the rest of my day, I know what I have in my hands, so I know what I'm building. So I'm not gonna let distractions from the outside come in, because I already built this force field between when I woke up to noon. So it's a mantra we have. We just call it core before noon.
Or before noon. Nice.
Yeah. So that's what we strive for. Doing our core tasks, doing those habits, reading, listening, product review, and a video all before noon. And then we send that to our uplines as an accountability. So it's accountable, like that's the biggest piece. So on a weekly basis, we have weekly habits as well. So let's recap over that. So uh so our weekly habits are our meetings on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, we have a meeting between like 8:30 and 11 o'clock almost. That's one day a week that we meet with the entire team. Everything else is us building our business, but it's like a touch point. Um, and if you're in partnership, you'll be expected to attend if you receive an offer, because we go to our jobs 40 plus hours every single week. We're talking about 2 to 3 hours, one day out of the week, to get the mindset, to get refueled by the association. Now we're refueled every day while you're in the group meeting and you're connecting, but it's like this is that one opportunity where it's like, hey, you get to really connect with the entire team. So that's every Tuesday. Another thing that we do is we focus on our goals as well, like which you should always want to recap over your goals. But we discuss these aspects of goal setting and communication. We have different things that you have different opportunities to we call them qualifiers. So it's like, hey, this qualifier is by Friday. So it's like, okay, well, if this is your goal. You kind of backdoor into your goal. We want to go to this qualifier. So what do we have to do on this week to go to this qualifier? We got to do X this week. Okay, well, what does my day look like? If I'm doing this, if I got to get to X this week, what do I need to do every day? Because this is the book you're actually gonna read to this next time. It's called Compound Effect. It teaches you about taking those small steps to get the big wins. So in order to accomplish our weekly habits, we focus on our goal settings. And the deal is, it's really essential to jot down your goals, not just think about them. Essentially to write them down, and while doing that, to actively work towards them, as they provide the motivation beyond your daily tasks. Sometimes you get in a rhythm of doing those tasks that it's just like you don't think about brushing your teeth, you just do it, right?
Yeah.
But every time you go to the dentist, every couple times a year, you realize the importance of it. You realize how things have changed over these last several months, because this is when you're finally like, you know, recapping your hygiene, your dental hygiene. But you do it every day. You don't think about it as a means of like, all right, I'm doing this for my hygiene. You think about it as like, hey, this is my daily habit. So we have our daily habits, but the goal is to be able to actively work towards our goals, and allow that to be the motivation of our day. Because then if you set big goals, it's like, hey man, my goal is to do this for my family, do this. The transformative power of quarterly conferences. Now, these events on a quarterly basis, they include both online and in person. Um, it's like 2 online, anywhere between 3 or 4 in person, and because they're quarterly. Now, these are pivotal for those that are committed to personal and professional growth. Why is that? Because the conference offers a unique platform where successful individuals like the ones you're listening to in your audios, where they get to share their journey. Now, they share their journeys while also providing all the attendees with inspiration, but most importantly, actionable strategies. Like, it's one thing to be like, hey, I'm gonna fire you up. I'm gonna tell you how I made millions of dollars. You guys can do it too. Go have a great time. No, it's not that at all. This It's actually like, all right, this is what you need to do. I'm gonna break it down. This is what you need to do on a daily basis. These are what you need to do, and you'll find that the same things they're telling you is what you're already doing. So what's the difference? It's the time that you put into it. That's really what it's about. It's not a deal. It's a concept where you purchase all your products at the beginning of the month, first of the month. So you want to make sure you're writing this down. So your ditto is an auto ship system, or an auto shopping system. Let me say that. It's an auto shopping system that we leverage on the first of the month to get our products.
Okay.
So then we have volume goals. Like, obviously, you need to know what your goal is. Like, what are you striving for? So we have a standard goal of 150 PV. And basically what that's doing is that ensuring that our choices benefit from a widespread adoption, not just what benefits Q, what benefits Marcus. No, it's like, hey, if I got 500 people on my team, I need to make a decision that they can make that's going to benefit everyone. Everyone may not be able to do what I can do. So it's like, I need to make the decisions that are easy, that can be duplicated. So that comes with doing your ditto. Now, how do you go from that standard to your benchmark? You have to boost your ditto. Now, we boost our ditto from a variety of different ways. We focus on earning more. Excuse me. You just said you just left that job and went back to construction. I'm pretty sure it's because that was taking up your time, which is where you could have made more money somewhere else. So doing what we need to do with our 9 to 5 to be able to make more money. That's a big one. Another one is budgeting wisely. First thing we do out the gate with someone that earns partnership is we do a budget with them. Why? Because you got to figure out what your anyway money is anyway, right? So we do a budget so that way you can then determine what your anyway money is. And then, of course, gaining customers. And we're not gaining customers by going door to door or standing at a Costco to do it. You know what I'm saying? What we do is you are really going to be talking to 100 plus people. Like, we're going to have 100. You're going to have 100 conversations, and we're selecting of those 100 anywhere between 15 and 20. So that's 80 people that we did not select for this business, for mentorship. Those people are either friends, family, or people that actually went through the process and it wasn't a good fit. They can still become customers. Why? Because it has dabbled in investments before. This is what it looks like. So we explore, bro. You okay? Okay. So we explore an investment strategy and the importance of that mindset. Why? Because we don't look at it like we're spending more money, but the options range between $300 and $900 of an investment because it's a business. So we're actually getting inventory when you go out and get your toothpaste and toothbrush and deodorant and mouthwash and vitamins. Also, you're getting inventory. So let's look at it from a range between $300 and $900. So the annual returns can be very significant on these type of investments.